Ah, come on!
What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body.
Body.
I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon.
Because it was fucking broken, for one. That's the other part. I sincerely doubt you could kill anybody with a broken spear.
There's that.
The monkey head broke the spear.
I think it's the spear.
Yeah, because I mean, I know that other photo is going to come up, but I don't think it's yet.
Nope. Definitely this.
Look at the
This
hole.
was the murder weapon! What do you do with that?
I present my proof. The so-called murder weapon.
Moida.
Yeah.
That is the murder weapon.
It is now Spears Edgeworth.
Not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene run-through, but someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape.
Which, as we know, was good.
Now
for
tell me,
15 days.
how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Rabble. Order! Order!
Chicky nuggies! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
Studio 1. With the Studio 2 van.
Murder!
Think about what you're...
Silence. I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane?
Last time I checked.
Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed?
The incinerator. Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? I can tell you.
Sorry.
Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was?
It was this dick!
I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright.
Savage, Judge!
Very well, let's see this murder weapon then.
Judge is mean!
Wait. Oh.
Yep.
I was like,
You don't have the fight smash evidence! It was...
what?
No, you're fine. I was just gonna say, it was the axe in that photo.
From 5 years ago, they left it in the flower bed. Look at this photograph.
Look at this
Every
photo.
time I do, it makes me laugh.
Every time I do, it makes me die. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Rabble.
You don't have to smoke in here, Vasquez.
Order! Order!
Are you allowed to be in here?
If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios.
What does this have to do with the current case?
Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it. See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest?
What? Are you saying?
Yes. What happened 5 years ago has happened again. Rabble. Mr. Wright, continue! It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder.
No, it's not.
Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then, she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say.
In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die 5 years ago.
Precisely. Ironic, isn't it?
That's not ironic, it's just coincidental.
Ho ho. Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff.
You deny that what I say is true?
Mr. Wright, let's say, for the sake of argument, that Hammer died at the trailer as you say. Yet, the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break?
No, you used a van, like you said with Sal.
How could I have disposed of the body?
I mean, if you were smart, you could have stuffed it in the incinerator. The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time.
Indeed!
I love how you kind of lifted off the couch a little bit.
Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? I bet she could move it.
Lift it! Let's see.
If she had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands?
For instance.
Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body.
Interesting. Let's hear it then.
Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body.
Monkeyhead! Yeah.
Steak plate!
Her army of goons.
Her army of goons placed him on the steak plate and carried the steak plate. She put him in the sleeping pill bottle. It was like Alice in... It was like Alice in Wonderland.
But then she took a picture with Cody's camera.
Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1. And you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony.
I know, you were waiting for that reread too, weren't you?
I was. Interesting. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume.
Hold on, Wright. Don't forget it was Sal Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator?
Of course he wasn't.
Oh. So without Mr. Manella noticing anything...
Yoda saw himself in 4K for the first time and he said, HDMI.
HDMI! He put the body in the van.
HD.
I would
Am
say
I?
that he was in on it. I would say he absolutely was.
Maybe, but
Let's do it
Then
now.
managed to put the body into the costume. Are you seriously suggesting that that is possible?
of course I'm not serious.
Uh,
I was kidding. You are lighten up the proceedings.
Light? Lighten? You can't lighten up a murder. What are you gonna tie
Mr.
balloons to the
Wright.
body next?
The court requests you refrain from making claims in jest. So there
What
was
about out of jest?
no way to have gotten that wrong. Yes, Your Honor. Of course, Salmonella has to have been a conspirator.
But nice of Phoenix to try to play that off. He was like, oh, a terrible joke.
The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue?
No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun.
I win? Rabble. So, what happens next? Don't... Me? Don't you have anything to say?
What would you like me to say?
Huh? I lost?
You did.
Something like that?
She said that. I just said that.
Wait, so you mean D. Vasquez? So it was you? You killed Jack Hammer? I love this.
Just stop.
Who can say?
Huh.
Bitch.
Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer.
Right.
But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright.
What? What?
Oh, she got you.
Order! Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts?
I got nothing. Of course, it's as the witness says, obviously. Certainly it does seem very likely she did it, but, yeah, there's no proof.
Edgeworth isn't sure.
Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving.
What do I do now?
Jamming.
No further questions.
We're done
Bye
here.
bye! Have a great life!
Sorry, WP.
I'd like you to testify again. Testify again?
Yeah, because maybe there's something that you can know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before, the truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time.
Damn!
Damn! I mean,
Damn, Vasquez!
damn, Daniel!
To come so far only to fail.
Alright, where's Big Tit McGee? She's gonna show up any second now. Feel it.
As it seems there are
no.
no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez.
Oh.
Huh?